Hey everybody, welcome back to the Making of series where I, Riley James Thorpe, discuss the making of my various short films. The inspirations, the production, the writing, the posting it, the success it has, all that. Today I'm going to be talking about two quick little short films I made. The first one being Laser Blasters Are Not Toys, and the latter one being Schrödinger's Cat, remastered in color. I think this video is going to be a little bit quicker. Combined, the two shorts are like 2 minutes long. First, we're going to talk about Laser Blasters Are Not Toys. So the inspiration for that short came from, I actually had purchased this little cute little plastic toy here. It's a little sci-fi laser blaster, you know, stuff like that. I'd actually bought this for a completely different short film I do plan on making eventually. I bought this little toy here for that, but I still had this lying around because the production of that short had just kept getting pushed back and back and back. I decided, well, I have it lying around. I might as well use it for something. All of my projects I try to make for as little money as possible because I'm still trying to make ends meet while also paying off my student loans. Making the best with what I have, given the resources I have. I bought this with the intention on it being used more than once. I try to do that with all my props. And for years now, I had this little sketch idea of these two guys living in an apartment. One of them finds a laser blaster and he shoots the other one, and that other guy gets a big hole in his hand and it acts like it's a scratch. That's literally the entirety of the short film, and that's all I wanted to do. But the reason why I wanted to make this short, I wanted to challenge myself in how I was going to achieve that. As I mentioned with all of my short films, I try to do something, explore a new avenue in filmmaking. In order to achieve this particular idea, I needed to explore digital effects, getting really creative with the green screen. You can't just say, oh look, I got a laser blaster, without actually showing it shooting lasers, right? That's why they're twin brothers, I play both characters. Does it actually fire lasers? You have to show it firing the lasers. And in order to achieve that, you gotta A, create the laser bolt shooting from the gun. I, in the past, have created little laser bolt blasters from toy Nerf guns and stuff like that in the past. But you also have to create the effect of it hitting something. I blow up my water bottle. So that's a little Easter egg when you're watching a short. That was effects that I had never used before. It was really interesting learning the controls to achieve that effect. I essentially set up a static camera on the ledge, on the window, right next to where my kitchen meets my living room right here. I set up a green screen on that exact same location where I put the water bottle there. So essentially I can key out the water bottle from its surroundings. I can place the water bottle onto the counter without it actually being on the counter. Whatever effect I do to the actual water bottle, it only affects the water bottle. It doesn't affect the rest of the image around it. So essentially I have two layers of footage stacked on top of each other. Now in terms of achieving the effect of the laser blaster itself hitting the brother in the hand, well, like I said, I had to get really creative with the green screen there. And what I did was I literally painted a green circle onto my hand and then a red circle around that. And I had my hand with the green screen on it facing the camera. Looked at it, had it waving in front of my face, standing completely still. Did a couple of takes by it where I'm like, really, dude? I told you not to play around with that thing. It's not a toy. So I would essentially key that out and put the other footage underneath it and sync the time up together. And it's literally by putting a green screen on my hand, on my physical body. That's really all there was to the making of that entire short. It was just a sketch I wanted to make for a while, and I finally did it, and the way to achieve it was some pretty cool digital effects that I am new to. And the biggest lesson I hope that you all take away from this, laser blasters are not toys. But now I want to take a moment to talk a little bit about Schrödinger's Cat remastered in color. It's a big thought experiment. If you put a cat inside of a box with a poison sac, because it's inside of the box, he has no idea whether or not the sac itself has bursted, thereby killing the cat, or not. Because you're not able to tell whether or not the cat is alive or dead, it's both alive and dead at the same time. But I'm sitting there as an adult now realizing this. I'm like, we're putting living, breathing pets into boxes with poison-filled sacs. That's fucking animal abuse, dude. Because that thought experiment is so ridiculous, it's been memed to hell and back. It was actually the same day I was filming the previous short, Laser Blasters Are Not Toys. I filmed both of these the exact same day. I saw another meme about Schrödinger's cat. Sir, the box just meowed, so it is alive. He goes, shut up! I have a very edgy, messed up sense of humor, so I've been told by everybody. And I had this idea of what if we portray Dr. Schrödinger, instead of a scientist who actually cares about the progression of human life and human thought and human evolution, instead, what if we portrayed it like it is? A guy who just wants to abuse animals. So he's performing the experiment, the cat goes meow, and he sits there staring at it, punches the box, the cat stops moving, and oh, his thought experiment works, proving how much of a narcissistic, abusive a-hole he actually is. What kind of a psychopath puts a cat in a box with a poison-filled sack? Fuck is wrong with you? So yeah, that's essentially the entire inspiration for that short. I have the day off work. I'm gonna film Laser Blasters Are Not Toys. Woke up that morning, saw a meme, and I said, I want to do my own take on this trend. And I made a short film about a guy beating the shit out of a helpless animal. And it's all comedy. And that's essentially the entire making of this short. Thank you for all for watching. Stay tuned for more short films, more making ofs, and make sure stay tuned for more movie reviews as well. Be sure to subscribe, stay tuned for more. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Riley James Thorpe. Thank you all for watching, and take care.